It is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife.
I looked that up again, and I accidentally read 4 chapters again. That's what you call a hook. A hook is like a fishing line at the beginning of a book designed to reel you in and hopefully never let you go. Everyone knows hooks are important, but how important are they? Is there actually a correlation between the quality of a book's first line and how successful they are? I guess the only way to find out would be to rank a bunch of first lines and then find out where they fall on the bestsellers list. I guess that's not the only way to do it, but that is what we're doing. I took the top 100 on this random list on Goodreads of romance novels.
We're doing romance because I already have 100 books and I need a way to limit it somehow. I want to preface this by saying that we're not rating the books themselves. We're rating only the first line. Some books are going to get high rankings where their actual quality is different. So without further ado. So we already have a Jane Austen up here. Of the Jane Austen novels that was on that random Goodreads list, Emma Woodhouse, handsome, clever, and rich, with a comfortable home and happy disposition, seemed to unite some of the best blessings of existence, and had lived nearly 21 years in the world with very little to distress or vex her. The family of Dashwood had long been settled in Sussex. And this, which, by the grace of semicolons, is somehow one sentence.
Of those, Pride and Prejudice is the strongest, which makes sense. It's her most popular book. Of other historical classics,
there was no possibility of taking a walk that day. 1801. I have just returned from a visit to my landlord, the solitary neighbor that I shall be troubled with. Edith, said Margaret gently. Edith.
5 words, 3 of which are names, 2 of which are the same name. I can get nothing out of this.
Scarlett O'Hara was not beautiful, but men seldom realized it when caught by her charm, as the Tarleton twins were. A marriage-minded girl could overcome practically any obstacle, except the lack of a dowry.
What can I say? I like things with that kind of energy. I know they're very alike, those 2 quotes, but I like them.
That was a more recent addition to the historical romance genre. I looked at quite a few modern takes at romance set in some bygone era. I don't have much to say for a lot of these, but eventually I'm hit with, as Sebastian Lord St. Vincent stared at the young woman who had just barged her way into his London residence, it occurred to him that he might have tried to abduct the wrong heiress last week at Stony Cross Park.
Why is there a T in persuasion?
Don't ask me. I had no idea. Definitely was not me.
Alright. It's fine.
A stable boy wasn't supposed to speak to an earl's daughter, much less climb up her bedroom window.
This one might actually be my favorite. Now for being swept away by a Scotsman bonus round. This is going to be all the Scottish romance ones, because it's like a genre. I don't know why.
Huh? Scottish romances are a genre.
No. It's like, I guess it's like exotic, but not too exotic. I don't know. You know, it's just like, oh.
Interesting.
Yeah.
They said he killed his first wife, A toast to the Duke of Claymore and his bride. I find that a Ming bowl is like a woman's breast, Sir Lyndon Mather said to Ian Mackenzie, who held the bowl in question between his fingertips. People disappear all the time.
I like how simple this one is. Okay, that's enough of that. I'm going to give you what you really want.
I'd never given much thought to how I would die, though I had had reason enough in the last few months. But even if I had, I would not have imagined it like this.
It could be much better. Like, it's a great line. It's a good line. But why does it have this random aside in the middle? Personally, I'd never given much thought to how I would die, but I would not have imagined it like this. It's just way smoother.
The healer's name was Ford's Deep Waters. There is one mirror in my house. Cassia Reyes, the Society is pleased to present you with your match. It has been 64 years since the President and the Consortium identified love as a disease, and 43 since the scientists perfected a cure. I've been locked up for 264 days. Around midnight, her eyes at last took shape. I remember lying in the snow, a small red spot of warm going cold, surrounded by wolves.
Wolves make everything better. I'm biased that way.
Don't look at him, and he'll go away. Every night death came, slowly, painfully, and every morning Maddox awoke in bed, knowing he'd have to die again later.
Damn.
What you sound makes it sound like it's S tier. Why'd you put it A+?
I don't know. It's just what I felt.
Yeah, it's just like your first instinct. It was just 100 of them, and you're like, you know what? I'm just gonna. Yeah, it feels right. It's not as good as the others, but it's good enough.
You're making me want to put it in S tier.
Then just put it in there. It doesn't matter. The colors don't matter.
Hey, Maya.
Oh, yeah, that's our mascot. Hey. I want to say hello. Hey, you're not allowed in this video. You need to go back up there. Hey. Okay, continue.
Darius looked around the club, taking in the teeming, half-naked bodies on the dance floor. I felt her fear before I heard her screams.
I am weak to implications of telepathic shenanigans. Okay.
Weak to your own ideas.
Yes, I am.
I stiffened at the red and blue lights flashing behind me, because there was no way I could explain what was in the back of my truck.
Damn, it's the best one.
Lydia Susie's destiny came for her in the Vale, on a random Thursday in the early spring.
Yeah, these are some decent ones.
Well, this begins a trend of melodramatic lines that are so vague, they kind of lose their punch a little bit. They're...
Is that when you got the ball rolling? Is that when like you feel nothing?
Yeah, I kind of felt nothing. I felt a little bit.
It was not bad.
It's okay.
I waited for this day, for this one thing to complete me.
Goddamn mid.
Yeah.
Good point. Next.
Nicholas Sparks really liked these type of openings.
When I was 17, my life changed forever.
Put it on the damn board. Thank you.
Who am I? And how, I wonder, will this story end? We should head to a bar and celebrate.
I can't quite explain why I hate this one so much. I think it's just that it's so vague. It's not even a specific bar. Let's go to a bar and celebrate. Celebrate what? It's just a sentence. I kind of actively dislike it.
Yeah, because it kind of acts like a sequel. Is it like the first book in a series, or like?
No, it's apparently the first book.
Then why would it start off like that?
I don't know.
You never know which way the wind blows, was one of my father's favorite expressions.
Why are you mixing those in between? Why aren't you going above?
Because my feelings are kind of muddy.
Oh, good point, good point.
Oh, no. Haley murmured in disbelief as she sat there, helplessly watching as her pink, white, and yellow tulips were viciously ripped from the ground and...
if you are a gardener, that's pretty panic-inducing, so I'm gonna put that high up.
June 2001. I was 30 years old when the seaplane TJ, Callahan, and I were traveling on crash-landed in the Indian Ocean.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Once upon a time, Minerva Dobbs thought as she stood in the middle of a loud yuppie bar, the world was full of good men.
Like, there's so much setup, but like the payoff is there.
Sunday, the 2nd of January, 129 pounds, but post-Christmas. Alcohol units 14, but effectively covers 2 days as 4 hours of party was on New Year's Day. Cigarettes 22, calories 5,424.
Like with the excuses, I love the excuses. I mean, it's so relatable. Oh God.
You didn't finish. You said, "Oh God."
Did I not say thumb?
You just said, "Oh God."
The thump was implied.
Oh, good point. I didn't think about that one. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Oh God. I forgot to say thump again because it just.
You're putting so much effort in just slapping the board as hard as you can. You should like kind of focus more on just saying the thump. Oh, wait, it kind of makes sense too because the name is Wallbanger.
That's why it's fun.
Wait a second.
That's why it's a great opening. It makes it fun.
Imagine that you are living your life out of order. Lunch before breakfast. Marriage before your first kiss.
Wait. Roll that back. I was going to put that in S tier, but that's not actually the first line. That is the first line of the 10th anniversary author's note. The actual first line.
It's hard being left behind.
I mean, which isn't bad. It's just, I like, when it comes after something like that, like, damn.
Daisy Devereaux had forgotten her bridegroom's name. I scowl with frustration at my reflection in the mirror.
You know, for a book with its reputation, you'd think it would make me feel something, you know?
Let me get this straight, Jody Polanski said. You want to give Cal Bonner a woman for a birthday present? Growing up in the Crowley Ridge area of Arkansas, I paid little attention to the sweet gum tree, except to admire their brilliant colors during the fall. The wild child of Parrish, Mississippi, had come back to the town she'd left behind forever. Taylor Donovan may have been new to Los Angeles, but she certainly recognized a line of bullshit when she heard one. Of course I have secrets. 30,000 hotel rooms in the city of Chicago, and Cameron Lind managed to find one next door to a couple having a sex marathon.
This is a great opening.
I mean, that definitely catches your attention.
Yeah, I mean, you want to read it, right?
I mean, I guess it's a good hook.
If you want to read it, it works.
Until now, I've never been in trouble with the law. Trucks with mud on the tires were what I was used to seeing parked outside a house party. When I was 4, my father died in an oil rig accident. Sable sucks, Francisca Saratella Day muttered under her breath as a series of strobes flashed in her face.
The truth is, this is kind of like C+, but I accidentally read 4 pages. Sorry, not 4 pages. 4 chapters after that line, so I'm gonna put it here. I don't think it deserves it, but that's what happened.
So I guess it was a good-ass opening.
I guess so. I don't think it actually was.
You don't even know what you're doing. It's just, you don't get it. You don't understand it.
I don't understand it, but that's what happened, so I'm gonna give credit where credit's due.
I felt the covers slide down my body, and then a hand light on the small of my back. Phoebe Somerville outraged everyone by bringing a French poodle and a Hungarian lover to her father's funeral. The alarm clock went off at 5:30 a.m.
Never remind me of an alarm clock. But there is a surprising amount that involves waking up in bed. It's a shame that something with such a great title and such a mid-opening. At this point, it's easy to lose sight of why I'm even doing this, but as I keep reading openings that I clearly have an opinion on, Rebecca Donovan gave me some advice.
Breathe. I sat on the kitchen counter, watching my mom make pasta bake.
Why is that worded that way? Why? No, who says it like that? It's bake pasta. Baking's already a verb. Why do you make pasta bake? But like, just, why did no one catch this? This is the first line. Who is editing this?
Everyone knows I'm perfect.
You know that statement's false, and that's why it works.
Every strong swimmer has a story about nearly drowning. Everything in the room screamed that I didn't belong. Julie Siegel stared straight ahead and promised herself one thing. She would never again rent an apartment via Craigslist.
Sound advice.
There were two things in life that scared the ever-loving crap out of me. It was the longest drive I had ever been on. We'd been driving for about 7,000 years.
Which is the more character-driven, better older brother of what you just read. We ran out of room. That's fine, it's fine. Yeah, look, it's fixed.
Yeah. These are the same thing.
Yeah.
Boy who sneaks in my bedroom window.
Yeah.
Same one.
Same one.
Don't get confused. Good.
The emails always began the same way. Graham is worried about me.
Everyone knows you don't worry your grandmother. That's bad.
Why is it in the ball got rolling section?
Oh, well. Here we go. Better?
Including this one too. What is this doing? Perfect.
I once read that football was invented so people wouldn't notice summer ending. Life has always been a struggle for me.
So angsty.
That's the worst idea I've ever heard, I told Eric. I've been waiting a year for this moment. It's not every day you get a chance to get out of jail.
My father is a control freak. I hate my stepmother. My brother is dead. And my mother has, well, issues. Again, this is like so angsty. It's a classic angst.
Here's everything I know about France. Madeleine and Amélie and Moulin Rouge. Natalie has been twirling that same lock of hair for the past 10 minutes, and it's starting to drive me nuts.
Oh.
What? Oh.
Damn.
If it doesn't agree with my assessments, that's its problem.
Late in the winter of my 17th year, my mother decided I was depressed. Presumably because I rarely left the house, spent quite a lot of time in bed, read the same book over and over, ate infrequently, and devoted quite a bit of my abundant free time to thinking about death.
Sounds like the mom was correct to me.
Jason was going to brain camp.
Man, you suck at this. Make it stick. Why are you putting it in the middle? Put it in the... Oh my god. No.
There. This will be a good spot. Oh, it would be a good spot. There we go.
Okay. Now we can't even read what's under it.
And there's plenty in that same boat.
You can put it like here though.
But
What do you mean?
oh yeah, because that's definitely gonna stick.
Yes, in fact it did.
I gaze at the small, crisp, burnt-out black husks scattered across the chipped white paint of the windowsills.
Why are we starting with bugs? Dead bugs, even.
How delectable.
Wait. That's it?
Mm-mm.
Wait. Are we really ending with the incest book?
A
I mean, there must be another book I can use. I can't end on that one. Wait.
The librarians in the little town of Briarburn walked into the woods and never came out.
I'm pretty sure I'm not allowed to rate my own book. Wait. I was supposed to find where all these fell on the bestsellers list.